because they taste great, and they just, you know.
You're not supposed to eat it. You're supposed to smoke it.
You're not supposed to eat it? No wonder I'm constipated in the morning.
Oh my God. Hey, it's Kim and
John.
Forever Fierce Over 50. Welcome back to the channel. Tonight we're again smoking cigars and talking some politics.
Yep.
Let's light it up.
I got to do this.
Is that one of the honey ones?
Yeah.
Okay. You're going to smoke all those honey ones before I even get a chance to.
Well, I didn't smoke any at all while I was gone, so you probably had a couple. I saw you had a couple. Did you have a honey one, or did
I
you
had
have...
one honey one, yeah.
So we should be about even, or not.
So the military had an F-35 jet that the pilot ejected from, and they aren't saying why yet. Somebody said maybe it got hacked. That could be. The pilot ejected, the plane kept going, and it crashed somewhere, but they didn't know where. Now, how in the living hell in today's day and age does our United States military lose a freaking F-35 fighter jet?
Yeah, you'd think radar would be able to find out where it's going, or have stuff on it so you could track it.
They said the transponder wasn't working.
Oh.
How convenient.
Yeah.
I'm wondering.
Convenient.
I'm wondering now, this is just clearly a conspiracy theory. Clearly. 100%. Just my brain working here. I'm starting to think maybe the Chinese wanted some stuff off of there to figure some stuff out. And so they let the jet crash without the transponder so that the Chinese that are on the ground could get a hold to it and get what they want. Because maybe if they didn't agree to do that, if we didn't agree to do that, maybe they were going to just, you know, tell all the truth about Biden. Now, it could be well, it clearly is a conspiracy theory. But, you know, lately strange things have been happening. And that's where your mind goes when you know you've got a completely corrupt president.
Yeah. Yes. Not just a corrupt president, but a corrupt government. Most of them.
Right. Right.
They're all in on it.
Yeah. I mean, clearly there's some cover up going here.
Yeah.
I mean, they've known for years what kind of mess Biden has been in. I mean, it's just nuts.
So where was this jet actually? I didn't quite hear where it was.
It was over one of the Carolinas, I forget. And it wasn't that far from a military base.
That's
but
right.
The Chinese have been buying up land around our military bases.
They have, haven't they?
Yes, they have.
Interesting.
Another thing that I thought was very interesting that I saw today, you know, Trump had that interview with that Kristen Welker woman. And she was trying to get him to basically accept the blame for January 6th because he didn't call the cops. So the president of the United States didn't call the cops, but yet he tried to send 10,000 troops, but Nancy Pelosi didn't want them. And he said if she would have taken the troops, 9/11, January 6th would have never happened.
Yeah.
And that's accurate because they wouldn't have done that if there were 10,000 troops there. I mean, they just wouldn't have, right? So he said it's Nancy Pelosi's fault. Why do I keep wanting to call it 9/11? January 6th was Nancy Pelosi's fault. And I believe that. And you got to think about it. They had suspicion that stuff was going to go down. They wanted stuff to go down. They had FBI agents all over that place. And again, I'm going to preface this conspiracy theory, of course. But how many conspiracy theories lately have turned out to be accurate?
Yeah, a lot.
A lot. But my theory is that they wanted that stuff to go down. And they are making martyrs of the people that were there. Because they're imprisoning American citizens for the sheer fact that they were even in the vicinity of the Capitol. Because there are people who are getting prison sentences who didn't even go in. Right? And they're, they're throwing away grandpa and grandma in the jail cell for just exercising their First Amendment right, And yeah, I think that's pretty crazy. Then it made me think about somebody brought up the Constitution. Who was talking about? I think it was Mark Levin talking about the Constitution, and that it is the right. In fact, it's the duty of the citizens to. I'm paraphrasing because I can't remember exactly, but it's our duty to stand up against a tyrannical government and to change the way things. If the government becomes against the people, it's the people's duty to change the government, basically.
Yeah.
And I really think that we're there.
I agree. We're there, and we gotta do something. I mean, I see some people are doing something about it. We got to get more people involved. I mean, citizens.
Right, but that also brought to mind the fact that, if you recall, Joe Biden said,
Yep.
What are the people going to do? They'd have to have fighter jets and
because we got nukes.
Yeah, because they got nukes. They're not going to do anything. We have nukes. So what are you going to do, Joe Biden? Nuke your own people? I wouldn't put it past him.
No.
If he thought he was going to do that to save his son, I remember this. This is kind of going back a little bit, but they were saying, "Oh, just Joe Biden he just loves his son. He's putting his son first." Well, that's all well and good, except if you're the president, you put the people first, even above your own family. That's why you're president. Once you are president, the people come first. They do. That's part of the game,
Yeah. That's their job.
I think they're all getting really scared, though. They keep going off about, well, they literally impeached Trump twice with no evidence because he got off. They couldn't do anything. They couldn't convict him or anything like that. They literally had no evidence. He didn't do anything wrong. But there's all kinds of evidence against Biden. And yet, what do they say? They're saying there's no evidence.
Yeah, right. There's no evidence. So, but there's plenty.
There's tons of evidence.
Yeah, there's tons.
Out of his own mouth. I mean, he's sitting there on tape saying, well, I told the Ukraine government that I wasn't going to give them the $6 billion or $1 billion. $1 billion? Wasn't going to give them the $1 billion unless they fired Shokin. And son of a bitch, So, yeah, Russell Brand, they're after him. It seems to me that they go after anybody who doesn't walk the party line.
Yeah.
So if you are not walking the walk and talking the talk for the Democrats, they will go after you. And what did I say earlier today? I said, it's crazy how much crazy stuff has happened under one president.
Yeah. more than any other president.
I can't. This is the most corrupt president we've ever had. It's literally scary. You know, we have the Afghanistan thing with that crazy withdrawal and all the troops getting killed and injured. And he didn't care, looking at his watch when they're doing the dignified transfer of the bodies. I don't blame those parents for being pissed. The economy, what a nightmare. You know, oh, and they're telling us it's the best economy we've ever had and everything. But, you know, I make pretty good money and I'm starting to struggle. So what's up with that if it's such a great economy, right?
And why are the people still thinking the economy, Joe Biden's doing a great job? And when it's obvious, you can see that he's not doing a good job.
More and more people are agreeing that he's not doing a good job. I mean, look at the polls recently. So the current national poll says that Trump is 45 and Biden's 44. But, you know, I guess he's way ahead with the independents. He's gaining ground with the black people. It's insane. And I'd like to know who the 42% are that are for Biden, because
I don't see that. I don't think
that
that's
shit crazy. I don't think. And what somebody said the other day was that Biden traditionally underperforms on the polls and Trump overperforms. So you can imagine it's probably more like 70-30.
Well, yeah, because another thing, Biden says, the media says his popularity is at 32% of the American people. Now, how does that?
I think they said 39%, but yeah.
Whatever. I mean, still, that's not 44 and 45. I mean, with Trump having 45 and Biden 44, one down.
Yeah, no.
No.
Anyway, a lot of crazy crap going on in the world, and all the mutilation of children. And why are they? You got to ask yourself, why are they pushing all these crazy things? Why are they pushing drag time story hour? Why are they pushing sex changes for children? Why are they pushing all this stuff? Why are they pushing illegal immigration? Because they're certainly not stopping it.
No.
Right? So they're pushing it. They keep saying the border's under control. It's clearly not. It's like everything that they tell you, you just know it's the opposite. So you got to ask yourself, why? So do me a favor. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. And hit the notifications so you get notified every time we post a video. And this is a great cigar. This is the Champagne Perdomo.
Can I taste that?
10th anniversary. Yes. I'll take some of your honey one. He slimes them up. Yours is too wet.
That's because I slobber all over. Because they taste great and they just, you know.
You're not supposed to eat it. You're supposed to smoke it.
You're not supposed to eat it? No wonder I'm constipated in the morning.
Oh my God.
Oh, that tobacco. Jeez Louise.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. It's been fun. See you next time.